Hey everybody, this is Kay with Spiritual Currency. This is my only page. I will not solicit you for any services. My booking is in the link in my bio. Here with you all today to give you the channeled message from the collective song from earlier. The collective song is If by Destiny's Child. So the energy that I'm getting is specifically about closing out hard cycles, learning some hard truths, discovering your self worth, ultimately choosing yourself over this masculine energy. That's what I'm picking up from that song. Take a look at the lyrics. It talks about if you don't know you're gonna miss my love. I'm not stressing about a doggone thing because I was true when I gave you my love. That's some of the lyrics. I don't know if it's verbatim to the song. Now, what else I'm picking up from that energy? It's self acceptance. Also, just kind of reflecting on decisions that were made on behalf of the collective in the situation, but also just understanding that you rather be alone than be mistreated or for someone not to understand your value. The way that I do my collective channeled messages is I do allow for the shuffle to play and to continue to give me messages within the song. So just to build off of that being the initial channeled song, the next song that played was Prince, Do Me Baby. It's very interesting, the energy. I do have some notes in front of me here. Basically, that song is very sensual, very sacral energy, if you know what I'm saying. Very passionate energy, very wands, if you want to talk tarot. Very fiery, curious, new, exciting. I'm getting that in the collective energy. It's a masculine energy, but also a feminine energy. Like it's a union energy. Two individuals coming together, having that desire, fire, passion, wanting, some physical touch. That song then led to Lotus Flower Bomb by Huawei. One of my favorite songs, right? It's about basically, again, playing off that chemistry, that spark, sensual energy, sacral energy, fiery, passionate energy, which was very interesting to me that we're going from closing a cycle into this new curiosity, chemistry, spark, passionate, fiery energy, and then leading into the fourth song, Tunnel Vision by Davian Ferris. Now, this is a transition from very sensual, very passionate, very fiery, very physical energy between the collective and what I feel in the energy is a masculine. We're more so the feminine energy from what I can feel, but take what resonates and switch roles as necessary. Tunnel Vision. This song, take a look at the lyrics if you have an opportunity, but this song is about commitment. It is about getting serious, putting the focus on an individual. And this is from a masculine's perspective. This song is about looking to really make the feminine energy the focal point, to really making a commitment, showing devotion. And I feel like that is a switch in the energy to now dedication, to now showing through actions and words that you're important, that you are the focal point, and wanting to provide and wanting to give to the collective. So, very important transition there that I wanted to note. The next song that came about was For the Love of You by the Isley Brothers. Now, we went from closing out a harsh cycle with Destiny's Child to Do Me Baby, Prince, strong chemistry, passion, fiery energy, to lotus flower bomb, which is still in that passion, just kind of getting comfortable with one another, but already knowing one another, to tunnel vision, which is now we're kind of getting more in our emotions. We're getting more into a place of wanting to show devotion and dedication, to For the Love of You by Isley Brothers, which he says, drifting on a memory. There's no place that I'd rather be than with you. Song, it feels mature. It feels like a more developed love, more developed union, more developed dedication and devotion, as someone just kind of falling into it. Someone really like just sinking into the euphoria of the union, of what I feel like is a divine union. The songs transition literally beautifully from closing harsh cycles, learning harsh truth, self discovery, to entering something new, passionate, then going into a more, we're having a good time, we're getting to know each other on a spiritual but also a physical level, to a more serious, a more focused, a more devoted energy, into, oh, we're wrapped up in this love. We are sinking into and just kind of laying in it, almost like a cloud of passionate, mature love, long lasting love. So I definitely see throughout the transition of the energy that it looks like you collective, not only are you closing out a cycle that definitely needs to be closed because it's going to allow for you to make space and heal, you are moving into a new cycle very, very quickly from what it looks like. You're moving into this new cycle. It feels like a new energy for some. It may be someone that maybe you've never had a relationship with before that's coming in, but it could be a renewed opportunity with someone that maybe you just had false starts with and never really got things off the ground. But I am sensing that this is someone, for the ones that have someone new, you've never been with this person. You may have mutuals. You may not even know this person, but, you know, it's going to start off very quickly and could develop into something very serious in a divine union. There are some confirmations that I do want to review with you. I'll get that over into the next video. For those that do know the individual and may have had a past with this person, another song did come through, Too Late by Davion Ferris. You may accept the offer, you may not. Some of you may not accept the offer due to your history with this individual. So just kind of be mindful that that is a possibility. I'll see you on the next video. This one is about to wrap up, and I'll give you all the confirmations to kind of go through to see if this is the message for you.